Hello everybody and welcome to round number 10, the mid-season point of the Sunoco Elite Series Season 2. We are here, back at Sonoma International Raceway for what is going to be an exciting 25 laps. Last time we were here we had so much excitement, so much intensity, and we're hoping we're going to get that out of it today. As on the pole today for a second time in a row, William Brock takes out the pole. Jeez, he's been on a streak lately. He's been on such a hot streak. He's now, I believe, tied for 5th in points with PJ Karenko, and his career is going pretty well alongside Carson Bowers, who recently picked up his first career win. In row 2 is last season's Sonoma winner, Scott Roush, who dominated this race last season until Philip Scott almost caught him, alongside Max Anderson. In row 3, Benoit Rivera-Veen will start the inside. In row 3, of course he is. It's a road course. We're always going to see someone from Trailblazer up here, a road course. Alongside Pinocchio Young, who dropped 3 positions out of that last race, but still in the Rookie of the Year position. In row 4, we have Adam Vincent and Lorenzo Log, the rivals since Season 1. These two have been pretty heated since Season 1. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep that rivalry up. And in row 5, we have William Duncan. We have Aiden Shepard in the 9th position, who last season he did amazing. This season he's been lacking a lot lately. We'll have to see if he can turn it around for himself now and get some momentum for after the midsummer break, which I'll explain that later, alongside William Duncan in one of his best career starts. Good job out of Duncan. Big story going on though. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., the points leader, and Sebastian Torres did not make qualifying laps. They had mechanical problems during qualifying. Torres had a mechanical problem. Fitzwater, apparently, I went back and checked, Fitzwater had a wreck during practice, and that caused mechanical problems for that car. So those two start in last and second to last. So these two have a lot to make up if they want to get to the front, and especially Fitzwater if he wants to keep that points lead. The other big points contenders around, reigning champion James Constantine starts all the way back behind Angel. I believe Angel starts 16th, so he starts 18th. And the person who's also been on a hot streak lately, Paul Jackson, who starts just outside the top 10 in 12th, alongside another championship rival who's been up and coming, Jeffrey Finguy, 4th in points. Not amazingly far behind Jackson, but still has some time to make up if he wants to get it done. But that's all the rows, and I am expecting an exciting race here. They dumbed it down just a little bit. They don't want death and destruction, but we still may have death and destruction. There's been a big concern about the exit of pit lane being a huge concern, so we'll have to watch out for that. They warned all the drivers to, when you're exiting pit road, to be very careful to not crash anyone, and if anyone's coming, let them go before you head out, so that everything stays simple and safe. So you may see them go down on penalties very easily if that were to happen. It's going to be William Brock. This is normal. It's going to be William Brock leading him back to the green flag after getting the pole at Diamond Ridge. Now he took out the pole at Sonoma, and he's going to lead him to the green flag once again. Green flag is out at Sonoma. Down into turn 1. Can we make the start clean? This is where a lot of concerns. Young and Vincent! Oh, and I think around went Vincent. We'll check on that in just a moment. I think that was the only crash. Lorenzo's back on track though. He lost a lot of position. Finguy's off. He can't find a place to re-enter. No one's giving him space. He needs help. He's got no allies. He doesn't have the allied team apparently. now of the Fitzwater team, who has been a really good help to them, along with the Team Flame being able to help them in the past as well. Those two teams have been forming pretty much an alliance now. Oh, Benoit runs off track. Vincent did not run off track. He's good. And Brock off to a nice lead. Let's go look at what happened with Vincent and Lorenz. This was coming into turn 1 and 2. As they'd be coming up the big hill in turn 2, Young would run wide, hit Lorenz. Young would slide out the car, but everyone would get out of that incident all right. Smith would give him a little bit of a bump, but other than that, there's also another incident between Monaco and Dodd. What happened there? Same kind of situation, I believe, where they'd be coming up the hill, and he'd get hit by Angel, get hit by Pericles, and just spun. There's a whole different incident with Dodd. So lots of incidents up in that hill in turn 2. We expected a little bit. And here's William Brock. Coming down into the final corner. That big hairpin. Carson Bauer second. Scott Roush still third. Max Anderson still fourth. And Vincent has moved his way into fifth. Eduardo Veravine, how can he hold on to sixth? Jackson coming through the field. How much did Fitzwater gain? Started 40th, dead last. And off of the start, surrendering 34th. Torres, though, has gained up into the top 30. He's 27th. What about the other points contenders? James Constantine, he's now 11th. Brock is off! That's got to be a tire going down, right? Brock would be coming into turn 1 and 2, and would misjudge the distance, hit the grass, go off on complete accident. He would try to return to the track. This would cause a lot of commotion through the pack, and I believe Vincent would put him into a tire barrier. Vincent really had nowhere to go there, so I don't think they'll go down on him on a penalty there. He really had nowhere to go as Brock was just coming up on him. But the pole sitter, bad luck for the pole sitter, but great luck for Carson Bowers and Scott Roush. Could Roush go back-to-back? We haven't seen a back-to-back winner this season when it comes to tracks, and Roush runs it wide. Benoit Veravine has taken the 4th position because of this. Nice run out of the Frenchman. The Frenchman's best career finish is a 2nd. Could he get France their first Elites win in pro racing? That would be amazing to watch. And the Frenchman may just do that. He sits in the 4th position, so he's going to have to chase down the Ford of Roush, the Dodge of Anderson, and then the other Dodge of Carson Bowers, as it's now Fitzwater Australia Racing 1 and 2. It's kind of surprising. Fitzwater, has he gained anything? He's down in 33rd. Kind of trapped there. He's got to find some time somewhere. Oh, someone else is pinned to a tire barrier, I think. They move the thing up to the front. 1.3 second gap. There he goes on Josh Trainer. That's for 31st. Cordell Paulson making the move on Hans Windhelm is now. Okay. Everything seems to have calmed down. It looks like someone went off. It looked to be maybe John Arndt. I'm not sure. Oh! Angel! Oh! That's a hard hit. Wow! Hard hit for Sean Angel. Let's go look at that one more time. This was scary, as it wasn't Arndt who went off, but Angel would come in and he would hit Arndt. He just didn't know that Arndt wasn't there yet. And oh, hard hit. He is getting out of the car, but he definitely looks shaken up. I'm not sure if it's just going to be a minor injury, but something about this is that Benoit is 2nd now, which means something happened to Anderson and Roush. Here's Anderson. Where's Roush? We'll go see what happened. Anderson would be fighting with Roush. We all remember this section from Season 1. Well, it still takes victims, as Roush would get into Anderson, And Roush would run it really wide, but he would return to the track, I believe. Just behind Jackson. So Roush is still in this. He fell back a little bit. Oh, he would run in the pits right before that happened. I definitely do think that was Angel's fault. He did not see where he is, but Angel in the medical center now. We are hoping that Angel will be okay. This will be the third Trailblazer injury in both seasons if he does get an injury, but I'm not sure. But then while they're trying to fight off Adam Vincent for the second position, the Frenchman can get aggressive. I've mentioned this before. He's one of the more aggressive guys out here. He knows how to be aggressive. Oh, but he's gonna let Vincent go. He's not even gonna try to challenge him yet. That would be a bad idea, to waste your tires when you could save them and maybe go a little further than everyone else. Get a good pit stop. Another thing is Constantine's been making up position. Constantine now in 7th. He's done a good job today getting through the field, but he still isn't ahead of Jackson, who is now 5th. What about Fitzwater? 28th. He's cracked the top 30. What about Torres? Torres has clawed his way into 22nd. But Angel is still in the medical center, so still unsure of his condition, but good thing is he did get out of his car and walk to the ambulance. But, yeah, we're still unsure. Now Vincent in the second position. Good job out of Adam Vincent. Top 2, both winners in the series. Carson Bowers and Vincent both got to win this season, actually. Benoit doesn't have a win. Anderson doesn't have a win. Jackson has a win at Road America. Constantine has a win also at Road America, but at 3 other locations as well. Can't think them off the top of my head. Duncan doesn't have... Oh, no, Duncan does have a win at Ohio last season, so... Duncan can get another win. Shepard has 2 wins. Art doesn't have a win. And finishing up the top 10, Rowe has a win. So interesting stuff. Here is Annie Thomas. Oh, and right into the barrier. Oh, wow. That was hard. And the net is down, so she's alright, but... Oh, that's disappointing. That's gotta suck for the female driver. Her debut season has just been frustrating. And there's more to it now. She's out of the race now. Constantine and Jackson fighting with Anderson. This is a battle. Oh, Jackson's still ahead. This is for 3 points. 3 points is valuable. 3 points is going to close that gap further between those two, while also getting a big gap on Fitzwater. Unless Fitzwater has something in the bank, maybe a 2-tire stop instead of a 4-tire stop, but this road course can definitely put a toll on your tire, especially because of the pit window. They don't have much tires left when they pit, so a 2-tire stop would be hard to pull off. Vincent pulled it off at Portland, though. He pulled up a no-tire stop. Fastest lap on track, though, Carson Bowers has it. Did not just pull it, but he does have it at a 1:13.601, which is pretty fast. Vincent still holding down that second position. We'll see. What about lap times this time around? All right. Oh, the battle continues between the points contenders. Constantine gets around Jackson, but for how long? How long until Jackson fires a challenge? Jackson's another one who could be aggressive. He's another one who isn't taking passes lightly, but it doesn't look like he has the speed to match Constantine right now. But with that damage dodge in front of him, oh, he gave him a little tap. Constantine wants to get past, but he just can't. There's nowhere where he can pass. right now, at least. Oh, looks like there was a little bit of a mistake out of Benoit there, Bean. Still holding down a nice solid podium for Trailblazer. That would get some nice points haul and a nice money haul, because third place is 90 points, no, 85 points. I mixed that up before earlier in the series. But 85 points is amazing for his points haul if he can get that done. Carson Bowers is losing a lot of time though. To Vincent. Oh, there's the challenge. Oh, he's going to run wide. That catches Jackson up, and the battle continues between second and third in points. Constantin and Jackson come down into this tight right-hander. Constantin's got the advantage on the outside. It's a little bit faster in that corner, but now through here, the inside's got the advantage. Oh, here they come into the trouble corner. They're pushing it. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. But nope, Jackson's experienced at keeping it under control. He's going to let him have the spot. He'd rather stay in the race. This gives Anderson a little bit of space for the fourth position. Alright. Here's William Brock after that frustrating crash he had earlier. He's now up in the top 10 again. So good job William Brock, as he's now here. He's been in the top 10 actually. Oh! Zach Smith has a problem. What happened to Zach Smith? Hard impact after hard impact as Smith would come out of the trouble corner, get clipped by Windhelm, and both would go right in a tire barrier. They would both be okay. Thankfully. Back here once again. John Hart having a decent day. He's down in the 7th position. His season's been pretty good so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps that good season up. But right now, today is an important race because I mentioned this earlier, just slightly, but we're about to go into a midsummer break, about a week or two, because the new twists are going to get announced, and there might be some interviews, some talks, and just this is where the momentum is going to carry you through. And if you have good momentum out of this race, going into the rest of the season, you're going to have good momentum coming into the back half of the season, the latter half, and you'd sail from there. And this break may change some things in the season when it comes to composure, mentality, how some of these drivers perform. Jackson, if he can keep the momentum streak he's been on, he's going to be a really dangerous threat. Because he got a first and a second. Right now he sits 6th. And Jackson is on the move in points. What about Fitzwater? We're going to check back in on Fitzwater. 19th, he has cracked the top 20 with Torres again. These two traveling together now. Caught up to Gerard Lawn. Talking about the Trailblazer cars now, where is the rest of them? We don't see the rest of them other than Benoit. Tauger 25th, like I said, Gerard there, and then Angel had that scary incident. Oh, but Angel was cleared from the medical center. He is A-okay, which is good. We're going to be able to see Angel back after the mid-season break, which if an injury were to happen, a minor injury, it wouldn't be too bad because the mid-summer break would help him. Should be good. There's that gap. We've learned that pit stops can change things because if you can get even a decent pit stop, it helps a lot. And you can catch up really easily, so Carson's gap can go down pretty easily. But it all matters of when they pit. We don't know yet. We're only on lap 10, so that is still an unknown. The wall of their Ravine still pulling right now what would be the best Trailblazer performance if they can pull 3rd, which I don't think they'd be mad with just keeping 3rd and not even going for 2nd. Even though Benoit would be a little frustrated because Benoit is one of those people who likes to push and tries to go for the best result he can. He still can't be too mad about the placement he would get here, a 3rd, because the reason he's staying up there is because the more and more he's able to pull. Constantine is just struggling to get past Anderson. And that's his problem. But the problem is, no blue flags for him because Anderson is a lead lap car. He's 4th position. Even though he's a damaged car, he's doing an amazing job holding off the guys behind him. But it's creating a sort of conga line of driver. You can see them all right here. This is what Anderson is causing. Through holding up the rest of the pack, Anderson is causing all this bunch up, which could be good for people like Caldwell, Finn Guy, and Fitzwater, Torres. It's good for them because it bunches up the pass. It makes them be able to make passes a lot easier than it was before. So good job out of him. It's actually Anderson starting to speed it up a little bit. As that gap between Carson Bowers and Adam Vincent keeps getting shorter and shorter. It looks like we're going to be able to see another winner, another 2-time winner this season. This would be Vincent's 3rd win, and he would join the elite group with Lorenzo Log, Philip Scott, and James Constantine if he could pull it off. And Carson Bowers would join just a little less elite group, which includes those people, along with Aiden Shepard, Nick Pericles, Roman Rahal, to have gotten 2 wins to the ring. Other than that, he's already in the even less elite club of 1 win. Sure, by a long list that I could go through the pack, but I'd rather not. Rowe is one of them. Surprisingly, Brock is not. Brock has just been really lacking when it comes to the wins, but he's still one of the elites out here. He's still one of the better guys out here. And you can't refute that fact. Mooney in the pits. I think he's just in a pit stop, which could mean Lorenz is in the pits. I think we're about to start a pit stop cycle. I think we're into that stage where the guys are early pitting, those early pitters. I mentioned it in Old Spice, where those people who push their tires just too far, and they're going to come in early. But the pit stop delta is makeable, but it's a stretch. It's a stretch. And Wildfire Ravine, though, he's running in a good race. As long as he can just stay where he is, it'll be the best career performance. It'll be the first top 5 and the first podium for Trailblazer Motorsports. That would be amazing for them. But they still have to get it done, so anything can happen. And here's that conga line again, as I was talking about. As Mooney came out of the pits right in front of Gerard. But I don't think there was any incident, which is good. They did warn them, and Mooney's one of the people we would have been worried about, so good. Anderson's in. We expected him to be one of the first because of that damage. And we don't expect him to come out early. Fitzwater, though, gaining some nice position. So Brock and Anderson are in. So it's Carson, Vincent, Benoit Laverne, Constantine, and Jackson, your top 5. Aren't challenging Jackson. Jackson's car is just not performing as well as it has the last few races. He's still up in the top 10, which you can't be mad about, but Constantine is starting to get away. We also can't refute the fact that Fitzwater is on his way. Fitzwater, because of all the pit stops, he's in the top 15, so when he pits, he'll probably be around 19th again, which is still great for his career right now, to be able to know that he can drag his way from dead last off the start. Carson is in. Vincent is in. Does Benoit want to stay out and risk? Yes! That is interesting. Constantine's going to do it. Arndt, Jackson, Rowe, Duncan. And I believe this will be Trailblazer's first lap led under green. Good job, Benoit Laverne, showing that team what you need to do to be an elite. It's hard to refute the fact that Benoit Laverne is actually one of the elites out here. Because even in a rank C ride, he's able to pull a 4-second gap on champion James Constantine, who's in an A rank. Benoit Ravine is definitely one of the elites. And that's just hard to refute. If he were to get a better ride, which is not going to be easy because he kind of owns that team, so he can't really leave it. But if he's able to get that ride up to a rank A ride, then Benoit Ravine is going to be an absolutely ginormous threat in the championship. He needs to get there first. Benoit Ravine, is it this time that he comes in, or will he go even further? No, he's in. And I bet he's not alone. Constantine, Arndt, Jackson Rowe, Caldwell, Duncan, Arndt, Shepard, Fingai, Rahal, Torres, Fitzwater, Mooney stays out because of lap car, Iran, Demax, Karenko. Will anyone even try? Pericles, Talger, Young, Dodd, everyone's in. So now we watch Benoit Ravine. Like I said, even just a good pit stop is good for him. That's another lap led for Benoit, though. Fixing himself up with tires. We're watching Benoit's because we're going to watch to see if Constantine is able to do anything. 4 tires, that's good because these cars run great on 4 fresh tires. Now that they're off that qualifying tire. No. There's Carson! There's Benoit! Benoit to second! Where is Vincent? Where is Vincent? There's Vincent! He dropped massively. He must have got a horrible pit stop. And Vincent, from second, will drop like a stone. And now he's down with people like Johan Arndt and William Duncan. And out of all of this, Benoit is second. Constantine is third. If Benoit can pick up the pace, he could pull the first career win for Trailblazer Motorsports ever. But he needs to go. He needs to push. Not only does he need to push to catch Carson, but he needs to push to get away from Constantine. Because now that Anderson isn't holding him up, Constantine is on the way. But once Benoit gets up to speed, once he gets those tires warm, once he's able to do what we know Benoit can do, he will start to pull. Can Benoit Ravine come through with the clutch performance of his life? His best career finish is a second at Talladega last season. He is in that position in a rank C ride at Sonoma. What I talked about momentum, what momentum this would carry for this team. I believe next race is Talladega, so what momentum that would bring into Talladega for Benoit's confidence, knowing that he just pulled maybe a win or even second going into the track that he previously had that best performance in. But where is the difference going to come in? How much faster or slower is Benoit Ravine? Who did I just see on pit road? Collins on pit road. Did anything happen to him? Alright, no, Benoit Ravine, not Benoit, Collins did come into the pits with a mechanical problem and just is cycling through to fix it. So bad luck for Collins. I believe he's up in the 12th position in points, so he's pretty high up, so that's not good for Collins. Back to this. John Arndt is also on his best career performance and just pulled a 1:13.9. Paul Jackson just pulled the fastest lap of the race, a 1:13.505. With these closing laps, people are getting faster and faster, and Carson is starting to push. He knows he needs to push to get away from Benoit Ravine and Constantine. When will those tires finally warm up, and when will Benoit start to push? What time does he feel it'll be right to push? Colin's still on pit road. Brock's on pit road. We'll have to check that out. 114.0, 114.1. He's there. Oh, what did he pull? Oh, God. Well, what happened to William Brock, the pole sitter? This is what scary is like. William Brock will be coming in. This is what, in the same corner as Angel, but they would go flying. Cranko on his roof. Brock on his roof. Oh. Dodd gets hit and knocked out. Lorenz would get knocked out. Scary, 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 scary incident. But again, everyone's alright. Luckily, with Benoit Ravine, lap 18. Honestly, even if he got third, that would be incredible. And at this pace we're going, Konstantin he might catch. Oh, this is a lap before, I apologize. But again, Konstantin might catch at the pace he's going, 2/10 faster that last time around. He might catch. And that's not good for Benoit, because he doesn't want to be knocked off the podium. Best career finish, like I said, is a 6th for Trailblazer. Well, this season. This season's their best career finish is a 6th. Pulled by Trek Tauger and Gerard Oron, I believe. And right now Anderson sits in that seat, 113.7, which is his best lap. But, oh, this race has been exciting. As now Arndt's starting to catch the one, Konstantin. Will anyone have to pit again? I'm not sure. Jackson still in the 5th position. A good points haul for Paul Jackson. But he's a little slow on track. 113.778 out of Benoit. He is fast. Faster than Konstantin. Faster than Arndt. Not faster than Jackson. Jackson just almost repeated his lap. But Caldwell has beaten Jackson's lap. Alright. So with that great run out of Benoit, does he have time to really sit back? Or does he want to try and put on the pressure? There's Kyle Collins. Could Kyle Collins be a factor? Could Benoit get a win? Benoit Ravine has Konstantin in his rear view mirror. He can see him. He is there. What were the times? 114.6. 113.9. 113.499. Konstantin is laying it all on the line. Oh, Benoit has now started to feel the pressure. He's in his best career spot. Here's a big question. Will Konstantin fight Benoit, or will he try to work with Benoit to catch Carson? Do they want to let Carson Bowers get away with this? I'm not sure what Konstantin's thinking or what he'll go through with, but Konstantin is close. He is very close. He is running insane laps. 114.2. 114.2. 114.0. Advantage Konstantin. Gerard's out on track now. Could he be a factor? Yes, he will. Gerard, Benoit's teammate, held him up. Here comes James Konstantin for second. How much will Benoit fight? Will he fight now, or will he wait and make a move later? How long does he want to wait to make a move? Oh, he went wide. Yeah, he's trying to slip in behind Konstantin. It looks like he's going for a long-term move. This battle may not be over. Konstantin's got to push real hard if he wants to catch Carson, because he's still got to get past Gerard, which could hold Konstantin up and help Benoit. Maybe that's what Benoit's riding on. Now we're in the straightaway. This will give Konstantin just a slight gap. Just enough so that Benoit can't make a move yet. But Benoit's still right on his tail, and he may start to push as well. Yes, he will. Benoit Ravine, this battle is heating up between the rank A Toyota and the rank C Honda. Benoit starting to back off a little bit. Will he just accept a podium? Benoit's aggressive, so I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's just that he doesn't have the power that Konstantin has. Even though it's a Toyota and Toyotas are speedway cars, it's still a rank A over a rank C, which is a lot. That's a big gap. Collins is on pace, so he wouldn't help hold up Carson. But rank A to rank C is still a huge gap. That's still something that's hard to bridge the gap. It'd have to be Dodge versus Honda for Benoit to be able to take it, but Toyota is just a little more road course power than the Dodge, which gives Konstantin just that little edge on Benoit because of his rank A ride after what he was able to pull in last season, that season victory championship. But it's Carson Bowers. Today is about Carson Bowers, who has just pushed himself and kept himself alive. He won it at Pensacola, got a super speedway win to his name. And it looked like he may become one of the new super speedway kings. But in a Dodge, coming out and surprising the entire field at a road course. And he's about to take one lap to go to take the victory. Jackson still trying to find his way past Arndt for the 4th position. That would gain a little bit more on Konstantin. How much did Fitzwater gain by the end? 11. That's incredible. No, 10. That's amazing. Fitzwater started dead last, and he has now cracked the top 10. Amazing performance out of Zachary Fitzwater. He might be the MVP here. But his teammate, even though Fitzwater may be the MVP, he's the biggest gainer, gained 30. Did he really gain 30 spots? That's incredible. But even through all that, even though his teammate's the MVP, Carson Bowers is going to come out here today and be the winner. Through the chicane, one final time before the midsummer break, and Carson Bowers will be the momentum holder. He's taking all the corners wide. He's being as safe as he can because he knows he can pull it off. Coming into the final hairpin, he's came out here today with high hopes, with William Brock starting on the pole, but through all the chaos, Carson Bowers got the lead, and he never looked back. Carson Bowers wins at Sonoma. Konstantin pulls second. Benoit Ravine takes Trailblazers' first podium of the season. Arndt holds off Jackson for his best career finish in a 4th. Jackson keeping the momentum streak alive in 5th. Anderson, even through that front end damage, will take 6th. Caldwell, good day today, in 7th. It renders Rowe. Oh, there was an incident, but oh, that sucks. But even though there was an incident, Alexander Rowe comes across in 8th. Adam Vincent comes across in 9th. And Zachary Fitzwater will take the 10th position. What a race. Very exciting to the end. And Carson Bowers in a Dodge will pull it off. Oh, there will be a video going up after this sometime during, I'm not saying directly, but I'm saying sometime during the midsummer break, which will last the next week or so. Some video coming up in the middle then that will announce the twists for next season. But for now, let's go look at your finishing result. So it's Carson Bowers taking the win here. His second career win. Now at Sonoma. Constantin comes across second. Good performance. Benoit Ravine, like I said, best finish of the season for Trailblazer. And good momentum for Trailblazer. In third, John Arndt comes across in fourth. Best career finish. Jackson, Anderson, Caldwell, Rowe, Vincent, and Fitzwater rounding out your top 10. Some people down here, though, you could see all of this. Angel last. Annie Thomas started her day decent and just done. Through all the scary incidents, everyone's all right, which is good. But a good points haul for Trailblazer, though. Other names here that could be notable. Tauger, 16th. Stu Cole, 21st. Paulson, 22nd. Eric Monaco down 24th. His season is not going well. But congratulations to Carson Bowers. He takes the win here at Sonoma. We will see you at round 11 after the midsummer break, so we'll actually see you in that update video concerning next season twists, which I have been hyping up for races now, and I'm excited to announce it. So we will see you then. Ciao.